What's up, friends? Full garden tour. Check it out. Got a little bit of grapes ripening up here in the foreground. Lots of leaves, but only a little bit of berries. Nice row of grapes starting us off. Got strawberries in the refrigerator, strawberries in the freezer, strawberries growing under the peach tree. So we're trying to stay on top of harvesting these things. We got so many of them, we don't know what to do with them. Try to share them, get the cousins to come over and go crazy on them. Got our big bad peach tree right here they're growing over top of. Hopefully gonna see a lot of peaches next year. Gonna be doing a little bit of spraying this winter to keep rid of our peach leaf curl. Copper-based organic spray on that one. Coming into our tomatoes. Been hunting them tomato hornworms on the regular with all these tomatoes out here. We're kind of getting attacked by the hornworms a bit, but that's all right. We're keeping up with them. Got some peppers around the pond. They're growing real slow. A little bit bigger over on the other side. I can take you over there and show you some of that. The pond, I call it, but it's empty right now. But it'll be a pond this fall when we need it to be. Keeps the water out of our garage. So we got some peppers coming up. Looks like maybe a banana pepper right here, one of our Italian ones. So we finally seen a little bit of peppers, a little bit of growth on them. We're going to sell it, take our victories where we can get them. Still building soil over here for sure. Huge daikon radish we harvested today. Got some cucumbers off of this mess over here. Tomato coming up strong right in the middle of it. Got some of our fall planting cucumbers coming up pretty good. So before I know it, we expect that to cover this whole area in the next 6 weeks or so. 6 weeks, maybe 2 months if we get lucky. The raspberry corner, we just harvested a couple today. But it needs a little bit of TLC over here, as you can see. Need to do some weed whacking, some wood chipping, and maybe even a little bit bigger fencing. Our onion experiment didn't go so great, but who knows, we're just going to leave them in there, see if anything comes back for us at all. Nice row of carrots coming up in the middle of 2 sets of tomatoes. Got some more cucumbers. We tried to do cucumbers under each of the fruit trees. Plum tree doing pretty good. The deer been staying off our trees for the most part over in this area. Got our peach tree coming back to life. It's looking a little rough. This is another shot of our little square foot garden that is going out of control now with the cucumbers and the tomatoes. So this peach tree is coming back. I'm going to prune off some of what looks to be dead for sure. But I wanted to see how much it came back before I did any pruning on it. So lots of interplanting going. Got our heavily shortened apple tree, but it looks like it's going to make it if we can keep the deer out of here. Still working on our at least a temporary fence. And then we'll go a little bit more permanent as the resources come in. So I don't know if you can pick all that up, but we got our carrots a little bit better dispersed over here. So we're going to have a nice field of carrots all around the tomatoes. Pretty sure we still got time to get some decent sized carrots. And we can cover that stuff in the early fall and they'll still grow for us a little bit and it'll be like a nice little outdoor refrigerator. So this section's doing really good for something that we planted relatively late compared to some of the other ones. Got a nice, I think it's an oak leaf lettuce coming up strong between our tomatoes over here. Our black raspberry, thornless black raspberry coming up mixed in with the tomatoes. Marigolds help keep the pest away. This part's not doing so great right here. But we'll just keep giving it some TLC. You never know, we got time. That's kind of where we started off right here. Some of the work in progress area. Got a little grapevine right here. I don't know for sure if this is a Niagara grape. or if this is a grape that came back from the rootstock, because it looked like it died off all the way, but it came back. So we're going to see what kind of grapes we get off it before we make any final decisions on what we're going to do with that. Been getting nice rain finally. We haven't had good rain this winter or this summer. We started off with a flood, and then we went to nothing. So it's been a little bit tough. We're gonna maybe put a little water on these, because you can see we're gonna see what we can get with. I think it was the 7th of August, right around there, where we planted these cucumbers from seed. So we're gonna try a little experiment, see how far into fall we can push the fall garden. Some of the trees out here have been damaged by deer quite a bit, but they're still growing. We're still giving them a little bit of TLC. The main thing is going to be getting that fence up, but for right now, we're planting whatever we can around the base. Got a little shot of Roman playing with Mom. So we got a little watermelon right here. Noticed on our walk through today when we're hunting them tomato hornworms. Beautiful shot of that marigold. Hey, if you like that marigold, don't forget to hit like on this video. If you can, share it with somebody. Have some fun with me. Help me out. Get everybody growing this nice, healthy food. But you see the theme we got going. We got fruit trees. We got marigolds. Help keep the pest away. I snacked on one of them today for the first time. It was alright. I could probably work it into a salad, work it into my diet. So the marigolds are edible too. This is some of the more recent planting. But yeah, if you're liking that theme with the fruit trees, with the interplanting, the vines around the base, the marigolds for the beauty and keep the pest away, share it with somebody. If you think they like this deep wood chip method, I really do think it works. Kind of the same thing here. So I'm going to go a little quicker. There's a nice shot of a big peach tree. Deer is somewhat leaving that one alone. Pear tree right here, been definitely hit by the deer, but it's still going. Got a back bed of strawberries, tomatoes, and basil. You'll see that theme quite a bit around here. Got some blueberries going. They're still doing pretty decent. I'd like to propagate them, but just trying to keep up with everything. Sunflowers and tomatoes, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in another video. But them are probably planted a little too close. It's going to be one of the things we talk about. Cucumbers coming up in the very back. Tomatoes growing a little bit slower back this way. Worked some cilantro and squash into tonight's dinner, but that's going to seed. So we're going to try to harvest some of that, and we'll let some of it drop right where it sits. Some of these tomatoes getting up a little bigger, a little healthier down here. But this is the smaller end. So we're going to walk a little fast to get down to the fun end. Nice shot of it. Let's take the long route. Got a beautiful sunflower opening up over here. So a little bit of variety in the garden. But they're really starting to get big over this way. Basil and tomatoes. Strawberries, because why not? Nice section right here. Marigolds. Cherry tomatoes everywhere, getting big. Looking real healthy. This is a little bit lower spot. So that's telling me maybe a little bit more water would have helped this summer. It's definitely been not enough rain. So we've been trying to get out and help out with the hose a little bit, but it just doesn't compare to a true soaking. Been harvesting a ton of squash off this one. This is the back side of them tomatoes. Got lots of lettuce coming up right here. We've been trying to wait until that got a little bit colder, plant some lettuce. So we'll have a real nice sweet lettuce crop. Tried to get the rest of our tomatoes in. I think we only wasted about 5 or 6 of them. So this is the last of our tomatoes and peppers. We were really trying to get them out. They got out real late, but we're going to see what happens. Never hurts. Maybe plant a little bit too much this year for everything we had going on, but definitely want to keep spreading the wood chips, get this whole area covered. We're going to see a lot more looking like this over where this grass is growing next year. So I think that's the wood chips are the magic. It takes a little while. We're gonna get some chickens. We're also got a farmer across the street. Might start getting a little bit of fertilizer / building our own compost going. I think that'll definitely help this back to eating method. But if you're liking this, you like growing your own food, helping out the planet, helping out your budget, helping out your belly a little bit, having a nice healthy diet going, subscribe, like, share, the whole deal. See you on the next one.